All right, so let's embroider the eyes. So what you need is your amigurumi. Right now I have my Poptart and about an arm or so length of black yarn, a yarn needle, and scissors. Let's go ahead and feed through our black yarn, or whichever color you choose. You don't have to be black. Okay. And then you gotta figure out where you want to place your eyes. I think I'm gonna put mine here and right about there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start on this side. And I'm gonna bring my yarn from behind there. Okay. Now to do the eyes, I'm gonna go down a spot and we're gonna come back through that exact same spot where we came through the first time. Now we've got a little line there. Then you're gonna do it again. Trying to get it through that same little spot right there. That's the second time. And the third time. And we got to fill in that little gap there. I like to use my finger to make sure it pulls in the right spot. Okay. I think I'm gonna go one more, make it really, really cartoonish. Make it really big. Let's slide that over, there we go. Okay. That looks about right. So now we need to do the other side. So I'm actually gonna put it right through here. And pop it out where I want the next eyeball to be. So see, I went back through, underneath, and pop it out where you want your next eye placement to be. And pull. Okay. And then we're just going to do the exact same thing on this side. So I'm going to find the spot where I want it to end. Try to make it as even as possible. Not going to be perfect. No need for it to be. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just try to fill that gap there that we've got that pink sticking out. Okay, and let's do one more to give it a nice round shape. 5. Now I'm going to stick this back through here to cover up that gap. And I'm going to bring it down for the mouth. So I brought it back through here and pull it through. Okay, so eyes done. Now we're going to do the mouth. Okay, adjust my camera so you can see a little bit better. All right, so for the mouth, we're just going to make a little triangle shape for this guy. So I'm going to go through here and I'm actually going to pop it out to make a triangle. So let's see, let's bring that in close. I started here, triangle, there's the point of the triangle, and I'm going to bring it back underneath here. Okay, and what do we do with this part? You guessed it, bring it right back down through the same contact point. Try to use the exact same spots here and pull. Now for this guy, he's going to be a happy Poptart. For some of my other ones, I'm doing all kinds of silly, crazy things with mine. So I'm going to do this one more time just to make his lips a little bit thicker. You want to make sure that you're not pulling your embroidery too tight, because then the black yarn is going to be hidden into the pink and you won't really be able to see the details. So don't pull too tight on these. Okay. Okay. Yarn came off my needle. Let me adjust that real quick. It looks like I left just barely enough yarn to finish this thing off. Okay, so I'm going to bring it off to the side here. Okay. my little yarn guy. Tuck that in. All right, and then we've got all this yarn here that we need to snip off. Okay, sorry about that. My phone decided it wanted to do its own thing. All right, so we've got all this extra yarn here. So I am actually going to snip it off. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space there. Snip it off. I'm gonna put this on my needle and I'm gonna work it back into the project just to kind of hide the ends. All right, so I'm gonna go back through where it came out. I'm actually going to find the same spot to hide this side in. Okay, and then go back through the same spot, and I'm gonna bring it out through the back just to make sure it's secure. And snip. Floof, floof. And now you have a happy Pop-Tart.